Diary, it's the year 3000. I'm a prisoner of war in a mecha bug internment camp, captured during a dogfight over the bug city of Larvopolis. The mecha roaches want us to lay down our arms and surrender to their way of the hive mind. I say, to hell with that. For the past 20 decades we've been fighting, and neither side's been able to keep any ground it's gained. Right now, though, it's just about getting out of here alive. Dear Diary, it's been 10 minutes. I've snapped at least a dozen bug necks. Our machines need energy from the sunlight, but the bugs are impervious to damage during the day. Luckily, they're easier to kill during their nocturnal state. I can't see any other hostages from my position. They probably set me aside for interrogation, because my father is the famous Generalissimo Overdrive, the bastard. If they only knew half the damage he's done to the human cause, they'd assign a protection detail instead of an assassination squad. Shit, I think I hear something. Diary, another 3 down. Sneaky sons of bitches, even during the night. Not a problem for my psionic wave, though. I can only do it once a day, but the scientists told me it will be 100% fatal to any sentient life form I encountered. That's right, I'm a clone. I was bred specifically to kill bugs. Fuck me if I'm not good at it. Prime me was killed a long time ago, during the plague times of Rasputia. Check out the library if you give a crap about the history. Suffice it to say that some shit went down hard, so they made sure to save me for the battle of the future. Good call. I think I can see the launch pad for my rocket ship outside in the middle of the desert space yard. Once a dust storm passes through, they won't see me even with 100 eyes. These fellows around me aren't getting up anytime soon, so I guess in the meantime, I might as well tell my story. I woke up about 6 Earth weeks ago in a cryotube at a government laboratory. Memories of my prime life are mostly still a blur. All I know is that my mental faculties and combat skills were engineered to be many times more powerful than normally possible. I also have a USB connection in my brain, but being half cyborg is something I am required to keep secret. You see, robotic implants have been banned and are taboo throughout human space because of the experiments that led to the mecha roaches. I don't know much except that the bugs are man's creation. Funny, I guess so am I. There are many other copies of my prime model out around the galaxy. I don't know how many. It's not like they give us a serial number. Part of the initiation training for every clone is choosing a name after your 10th deployment. I wonder what mine will be. Geez, I've been writing for hours. Didn't even realize conditions are good for exfiltration. Closing the page for now. Dear Diary, mission accomplished. I stole a science vessel and easily snuck through the orbital checkpoints, setting a course for the nearest space base. Better give them a heads up I'm coming so they don't shoot me down on sight. There was one unexpected development, though. About 10 minutes after liftoff, I found a stowaway on board, who I now consider my hostage. His name is Tweg, and he's a member of the Mintar race that the bugs enslaved for their astrophysical expertise. Even though his biology is completely different, he basically looks like a 2-foot-high praying mantis with scaled tentacles instead of pincers. He says he's part of the maintenance crew, but I don't believe it. Once I turn the autopilot on, I'm going back down for interrogation. Dear Diary, Tweg begged me to stop after half an hour. Gotta give it to the little guy. He held out longer than anything else I've gotten my hands on. One of the data drives uploaded to my brain had a real nifty file on the most effective ways to extract information for each species. Lucky for him, the Mintars can't bear tickling. Now he wants to be my new best friend. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about that. Still, I feel like he's hiding something. Dear Diary, Tweg spilled the beans on what I thought he was hiding. Turns out, the mecha roaches have been developing a near undetectable AI mecha that can take the look of a common human. They may already be among us. Damn. Computer says we're still 48 hours from space. I just hope we get there before the bug agents do.
Dear Journal, my name is Twig. I'm a Mintar scientist on board the science vessel HM-116, which has been commandeered by a very lovely human who seems to have no name. He has been very fair to me and does not force me to do bad things like the mecha roaches. This makes me so happy. I will do everything I can to help this human and hope that I can be of some service along the way.
Dear Diary, I just arrived at the space base. Everything still seems normal. Maybe I overestimated the deployment speed of the bug AIs. Right now, I'm waiting in my quarters to give my report to my commanding officer, Captain Major Kurosawa. The intake team tried to take Tweg away, but I steadfastly refused, and he is currently by my side. After I found out that he read my journal, I locked him in a cabinet in our science ship's mess hall. But I'll be damned if I let the Bioforce boys dissect him alive for their sick experiments. The only thing I'm worried about is, how will I be able to tell if it's still the same Captain Major? Diary, something seems off. Captain Major Kurosawa is getting a drink of bio water. She's acting the same, but my heightened psionic senses aren't picking up anything more than a whisper. However, it's true that cyborg clones also have the ability to suppress the mental detection that most humans are unguarded from. Could she be born in a lab like me? I have no knowledge of any clone from a Kurosawa Prime, and we are universally barred from holding officer status. I will have to test her, but cleverly. Hello, Diary. I'm afraid your little clone soldier won't be making any more entries anytime soon. He's bleeding out on the floor in front of me. He came so close to detecting I am not Captain Major Kurosawa, but too little, too late. The mecha roaches will bring the Human Federation to its knees. Now all that's left to do is to squash that little Mintar traitor. Where did he go? your diary. Hope you weren't worried. What looked like blood to the bug AI was the adrenaline discharge I secrete out of my pores for extra speed. They're going to need a processing upgrade before they can go toe-to-toe with me. I smashed the AI core with the back of my boot heel, but Tweg's collecting samples in case he can analyze anything worthwhile. As far as I'm concerned, this whole station's compromised. The only way to straighten everything out is to start at the top. That means we have to pay a visit to Big Papa Overdrive, whether I like it or not. By the way, I've thought of a name for myself. Neon. I think it suits me well. I subdued the boys in the hangar foundry and used its object printer to manufacture a fighter craft using the model Dragon Screamer. I'm an expert in its utilization. Last reports have Generalissimo Overdrive on a supposed diplomatic mission in Kanstai space, looking to make use of their nega matter mines, no doubt. Tweg's coming with me in the science lab and says he can be of some help. Ha, maintenance my ass. I bet he was bossing around a whole crew of little Twigs before I came along. 2 weeks to get to Kanstai.